She was broke and desperate, so to save money she ate leftover steaks from customers and covered it up with the lie that she was feeding them to a dog. She saved her money without spending it, only to hire a boxing coach. At 31, Maggie dreamed of becoming a professional boxer, so she begged a champion coach every day to train her. But the coach had no intention of teaching a woman, especially since he had just been betrayed by a fighter he had trained for 8 years. Maggie's dream of training seemed impossible, but she never gave up. One night, when the gym manager turned off the lights, he discovered Maggie was still practicing. Impressed by her dedication, he taught her the basics of hitting the punching bag. This gave him the idea to convince the coach to train her. On Maggie's 32nd birthday, the manager arranged a meeting between her and the coach. The coach adjusted her breathing technique during punches and asked about her dreams. Maggie's passion for boxing and determination to change her destiny moved him. He finally agreed to train her. Under his strict regimen, Maggie improved rapidly. Within a few months, she had fought over a dozen matches. However, her habit of knocking out opponents in the first round made things difficult. Other gyms refused to fight her. The coach had to pay opponents himself. By then, he already saw Maggie as a daughter. He gave her a green robe with the word Mo Quishel stitched on the back. As Maggie's victories grew, so did her fame. Soon, Mo Quishel became her nickname, chanted by fans all over Europe, though the coach never told her its meaning. Eventually, Maggie reached the World Championship final. Her opponent was strong and dirty, breaking rules at every turn. After the final bell rang, her opponent suddenly launched a deadly sneak attack with a heavy punch, knocking her down onto the chair and fracturing her cervical spine. The injury left her paralyzed and dependent on a ventilator for the rest of her life. The coach was devastated, blaming himself for ever training her and sending her into the ring. Maggie remained strong, never complaining, but her sadness was clear. Months later, her mother finally visited her, but only to demand control of Maggie's assets and even tried to make her sign with her mouth. This selfishness from the same woman who once mocked her dream crushed Maggie further. She sent her family away, realizing their coldness. When doctors said her leg needed to be amputated due to immobility, the coach wept like a grieving parent. After the operation, he finally revealed to Maggie what Mo Quishel meant.
Kushla means my darling, my blood.
She cried, deeply moved by his love and faith in her. When Maggie's heartbeat monitor finally went flat, the coach stood by her side until the very end. Only then did he leave the hospital.